What's up, everybody? My name's Rowan, and we're playing Dragon Age Inquisition. I almost said Dragon Age 2. So used to it. But thank goodness, we're done with Origins, and we're done with 2, and now we're in the last game. Of course, this is only going to be the last game until the next game, which comes out in October 31st, I believe. We're definitely planning on playing that one, but for now, we're going to move on to this game. So first thing I want to show is that my hardware for this computer is actually quite optimized for this game. This game wasn't really that old when my hardware came out, so worked out pretty nice. We are maxed out on everything, and we benchmark around 60 frames per second, which is pretty much right where we want to be. You really can't see the difference past 60, so, or maybe some people claim that they can, but it's very difficult, that's for certain. One tip is to turn off the tactical camera on mouse wheel for this game. If you're like me, you use the mouse button for scrolling in, and zooming out on your character, which is what it's used for in most games, MMOs, RPGs, etc. So if you are like me, you'll want to turn this off, because when you zoom all the way out, if you go one tick past that, it will enter you into tactical mode, tactical camera, which is useful if you're intending to do that, not so useful, and quite maddening if you're not. So turn that off. Highly recommended. Alright, let's get started. Big explosions. One thing I do want to note is I do have some mods on the game. Nothing game breaking. There's some mods that will increase the amount of crafting material loot specifically. That is so that way I don't have to spend too much time farming for materials on camera and off camera, for that matter. Farming is not compelling gameplay, I can tell you that much. I'm sure you all know if you've seen any of my past videos where I'm compulsive, or I have a compulsion rather, where I have to loot anything and everything that I see. So I don't know. It's probably not very fun watching me do that. Anyway, so yeah, a couple of those mods. I've got mods that do bug fixes. I do have one mod that some might consider a cheat, but I do not. It is a table, the war table operations. It's kind of this little mini game that's not really a mini game that they added to this game. Basically, it's like a thing where you send troops or agents by clicking a button, and then you wait a certain amount of time until the mission is complete, and then you click another button and you get a reward. You can't repeat these, so you can't really cheat. It's just a matter of waiting anywhere from 2 hours to 12 or 16 hours. I don't know what the longest one is, but it's pretty dang long. It's also very annoying because the only way around it is to mess around with the Windows clock system, which is, stupid. So why not just get a mod and make it pretty much instant or very close to it for some ones that are a little buggy. And that way you don't have to worry about doing the waiting. Plus, I'm not waiting 12 hours for a dang mission to complete. Anyway, enough of the rant there. We're going to play a female elf character. There's a specific character I want to romance for story purposes for this game and for the next game as well. I'll try not to give too many spoilers away, as I have a habit of doing. We're going to play an elf mage. Dalish elf mage. We're going to play on nightmare difficulty. We will not have friendly fire on, because this friendly fire is poorly optimized for this game. Poorly designed, I should say. Not necessarily optimized. We're going to have even ground and walk softly, so that way we can increase the challenge. This basically makes it to where we cannot out-level the game. All of the enemies are at minimum at the same level as the Inquisitor and their party. And walk softly takes it a step further and promotes enemies, not all of them, but randomly promotes certain enemies, giving them immunities, giving them extra abilities, that kind of thing. The rest of these, I can pretty much take it or leave it. Mostly leave it, being real here. Yeah, losing all focus, that basically means you can't use your ultimate ability. Whichever ultimate ability that you pick, you can't use it as often, if ever, because you lose it whenever you go back to camp or rest. This one makes healing potions completely pointless. Pass. This one, supply caches are removed from the game. It could be a challenge, however, there's enough damage going around in this game that you end up using, especially with the poorly designed AI. They completely removed tactics from this game, pretty much. It's got some rudimentary things there, but they thought that the AI would be enough. It's not. The AI is bad. It makes bad decisions. It still will cast friendly fire type abilities, whether you're standing right there in the fire or not, or in their target reticle, target area, target zone. It's bad. So we try not to do that, and anything that gimps us in that fashion makes the game less fun. So not doing that. This one we might turn on if we get to we get far enough in our build where it's, feature complete or very close to it, where we've got enough tools. We can start slowing down the XP rate. There's more than enough game to where we'll have as high a level as we really want. Fairweather Friends does not make the game fun. You end up having party members, unless you specifically play, to a particular companion's approval. You're not going to have any of your companions liking you, which is not fun or compelling. Not a good story, in my opinion, either. This one we can turn on, I guess. This one's make bears stronger. Although I'm not certain how strong. It looks like they're going to be incredibly strong, but I'm interested in... We could turn it off. It turns out to be, game breaking or something, which some of these do. That is one of the risks of turning on these little trials, is that each one adds a little bit of a risk for characters, weird things to happen, basically. And it even says right down here, warning, in rare cases, trials may cause enemies or followers to behave unpredictably. Keeping multiple save files is recommended. So I kind of choose these with caution. All right, we're going to do that. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Save that, and that. Confirm. Alright, enslaved long ago by humans, most elves still live as second-class citizens within human cities. Elves who reject this life are known as the Dalish, nomadic wanderers who strive to keep the ancient Elven religion and traditions alive. You grew up in the wilderness, a member of the Lavellan Dalish clan, and apprenticed to its leader and guide, the Keeper. The clan wandered the northern free marches, and you had little need to interact with humans. Until the Keeper sent you to the Chantry's conclave as a spy. What happened there, she said, would impact not only the Dalish, but indeed all elves. She could not have known how right she was. Something tells me that they probably did. Keepers are known for knowing things. Like Marathari from Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age 1 for that matter. Anyway, World State from Dragon Age Keep. We did build with all of our decisions from the first game, all of its expansions, the second game, all of its expansions and DLC. Every decision imported. And if you're interested in what those are, I did put a video of the Keep explaining all of those decisions. So feel free to go back and watch that. We're going to go ahead and import this. Success. And here we go. Alright, if you're wondering what all the green is, we have woken up in the Fade. And this is a character creator screen, so I'm going to go ahead and pause that until I've created something that I deem satisfactory. Just a moment. Alright, I think that'll do.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you. Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need her, Cassandra.
So what happens now?
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then a woman?
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then...
Go to the forward camp, Liliana. I will take her to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is. And you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
I understand.
Then...
I'll do what I can. Whatever it takes.
They have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, Divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
Very cool. Nice graphics. Alright, so there's a search. It branches out in a circle. I have a mod that increases the range of this a little bit, so that way it's detecting things a little further out. Okay.
The pulses are coming faster now. The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon enough. Behind me!
Alright, combat right out the gate, huh? Uh-oh, it's a promoted enemy.
it's over.
Drop your weapon. Now!
All right. Have it your way.
Wait. You don't need a staff, but you should have one. I cannot protect you.
Oh, what a reasonable attitude.
I should remember you agreed to come willingly.
Why couldn't I have her eyebrows? That sounds creepy out of context.
Taker knows what we will face.
Where are all your soldiers?
At the forward camp or fighting. We are on our own for now.
You know what's funny about this place, Haven, if you remember Dragon Age 1 or Dragon Age Origins, Haven was a town full of cultists. Apparently it's changed.
Watch out! If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
So that guy's immune to lightning. So I'm just going to avoid using chain lightning, I guess. Did you see that? That was weird.
Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance.
Like there's a couple things up here. You can actually see them on your mini-map. It's a little awkward having the mini-map down on the bottom left corner, but is what it is. There's probably a mod to move it or something, but might as well get used to it. Just like I have to get used to having a jump button. It's a goofy looking jump button, but it works, and it'll obviously serve a purpose in this game too at some point. There will be obstacles to jump over, presumably. Kind of like those, I guess. Although I don't think I actually have to jump over those, I can just run around them.
Ah! They're falling from the breach!
So I'm not actually able to use the tactical camera yet. I could set up tactics, but we are not there yet either, so. And the tactics in this game are very rudimentary. They're not as detailed as they are in the other two games. You'll see. I'll show you. Keep forgetting those guys are immune. I'm wasting time. There's something over here. Ah, okay.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
Thanks, Varric.
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
You mean this?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass deep in demons forever.
Good old Varric.
Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
I love it. They hate each other.
Are you with the Chantry, or...
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca.
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Like you, Solus is an apostate.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
And what will you do once this is over?
One hopes those in power will remember who helped, and who did not. Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is a mage, but I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well... Bianca's excited.
This way, down the bank. The road ahead is blocked.
We must move quickly.
New staff? Yes, please. Alright, so now we can control other party members.
Demons ahead.
Glad you brought me now, Seeker?
Alright. Alright, we got a good head start in the fight already, because Cassandra's got a full bar of guard. Just FYI, guard is actually basically another health bar. It's kind of exclusive to warriors, although there are ways other people can get guard. Another version of a health bar is barrier. They act a little bit differently than a regular health bar. I think guard is immune, or not immune, it's more resistant to physical damage. Barrier is more vulnerable to magic damage and resistant to, I think both are resistant to breaking. Like, if you have guard, your health cannot be affected, even if you're, even if you have low guard. If somebody hits you hard, it won't break into your health until all of that guard is gone. It's difficult to explain, but I'm sure you'll see. And they're kind of the same thing with barrier, really. Alright, let's see here. I think we can enter tactical mode now. Yep, there we go. Tactical mode. We can go and inspect our enemies. They have... This guy's got immunity to physical effects. This guy's been promoted. So he's a lesser shade that's actually an elite. So he's got immunity to poison, and he's got nature resistance. Okay, this one is immune to physical effects and immune to poison. And same thing. So we'll have one promoted enemy out of this group here. So what I'm thinking... Well, come on now. My guy's already trying to attack. I'm thinking Cassandra's gonna run right in to the shade. And my guys are going to chill for a second. Nope. Don't you dare. Oh, there we go. I knew that would happen. See, my guys should not be attacking until I directly command them to do so. But for some reason, they are doing that. I don't understand. Alright, well, at least... Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. I'm about to get pwned. I want you guys to attack these guys here. I gotta be in tactical mode to command them like that. Can I do their tactics? Not yet. Alright, now all of us can attack these guys. We're gonna go after this promoted one first. Yeah, see, she's doing really well against these guys with physical attacks. Although their physical attacks are relatively weak, I guess you could say. That wasn't too bad. I just gotta remember that my guys will try to attack if I don't give them something to do while Cassandra's running in. It's kind of annoying. They shouldn't be attacking at all until specifically told to do so. But the game's not perfect. There's some stairs up here. And some loot on the mini-map. Yep, enemies. Alright, Cassandra, first one in. Let's see, we got a greater shade, we got a promoted, and another promoted. Immunity to electrical and shock. So basically, chain lightning is going to be useless here. We're very close to it. There we go. Gave him something to do. Alright, we're gonna take on this guy first since he's taunted. Sandra, you're gonna need to run this way, sister, so that way these guys aren't backing into walls. So she basically took no damage. She's good with physical. That it? Oh, it is. Hey, nice. Give that to my tank. That's a life ward heal necklace. So if she's about to die, she immediately heals 50 life instead of dying.
You are Dalish, but clearly away from the rest of your clan. Did they send you here?
What do you know of the Dalish?
I have wandered many roads in my time, and crossed paths with your people on more than one occasion.
We are both of the same people, Solus.
The Dalish I met felt differently on the subject.
Can't you, elf, just play nice for once? So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
Anything over here? Yes. Just some gold, probably. Yep, 42 gold. I'm rich. Okay. Well, there's another one here. Alright, Cassandra's gonna go right in. The rest of us are gonna take our places over here. Just to give them something to do. Okay, so Cassandra is immediately attacking. Alright, the rest of us are going to take on these range guys real quick. Okay, take that guy next. Oh, I'm an idiot. Come on, Cassandra, get some guard up, girl. There we go. That's better. Not bad. We're getting the hang of it. We're getting the hang of it.
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
So, if you're wondering why combat is so slow, it's just because we're at the beginning. It will get faster, especially once I have to micromanage less often. All this micromanaging does slow things down. I gotta pause, go into tactical combat, stuff like that. But once I get some tools and abilities, I basically rarely have to actually pause, even on Nightmare. Give me one moment. Alright. Apologies. Nature had called. Alright, so I'm thinking up here where this rift is, we're going to send Cassandra in there first. Can we do tactics yet? Nope, still cannot. Alright, so Cassandra first.
Another rift!
Cassandra's going to go in and immediately attack the shades. There is one wraith that's been upgraded.
Seal it! Quickly! They keep coming! Help us!
Boom. Alright, a nice big stun that takes a lot of damage. And AoE stuns all of the enemies is always good. So if you have the ability to do so, interrupting these rifts actually does that. So, just FYI. Actually, which one was promoted? None of them? I could have sworn there was an enemy that was promoted over here. Huh, okay, maybe not. Oh, buddy. Yeah, these little green things, you don't want to stand in those.
Hurry! Use the mark!
Alright, character leveled up. Good.
The
But
rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We are clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
alright, so now we should be able to level up, right? Indeed we can. So I'm thinking we're gonna go... Hold on. We'll use energy barrage. So energy barrage, even though it's in the storm tree or lightning, whatever you call this. Yeah, storm. In the storm tree, energy barrage does whatever kind of element damage that your staff has. So if you have a fire staff, it's actually going to shoot fire barrage. If you have a frost staff, it's going to shoot a frost barrage, etc., etc. So that's why you could still have a complete cold build and just use energy barrage from the lightning tree. Maybe get a couple of these little upgrades to kind of boost things a bit. And anyway, we're not actually going to have just winter build anyway. I think we're going to be going with either a ice and fire type build or a winter storm type build. Alright, everybody's full health. We're about to replenish our potions anyway, right here. This little supply cache. Now we've got 8.
Here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Valroyo to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Yeah, what about the giant hole in the sky?
Isn't closing the breach the more pressing issue?
You brought this on us in the first place! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own...
I say we charge. I won't survive long enough for your trial. Whatever happens, happens now.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Man, that guy just got blown up. Griffin shield and willpower. Okay. Let's give that one to Cassandra. So she's got 6 armor rating instead of 5, and she gets some willpower in place of a little bit of magic defense. Well, the armor's good. I think magic defense might actually be a little better, but it's fine. This one looks cooler. It's like a side grade rather than an upgrade. Alright, we're going to put this on number 1. I like flash fire right there is fun. Let's do tactics. We can do tactics now, I think. Yes, we can. Alright, so tactics. We're going to disable energy barrage. This is a really good ability. However, it's an eldritch detonator, which means that if somebody uses an ability that primes, stuns, freezing in place, that kind of thing, this will actually detonate that. I think it does extra damage is what it really does. Flash fire and chain lightning, on the other hand, can be used safely. Cassandra. I think we're going to turn this on preferred and definitely taunt onto preferred. Payback strike can be is useful. However, we're going to keep that as our regular usable. Solus prefers barrier, and we're going to disable Winter's Grasp, since that one does a freeze. It freezes the enemy, which primes them for a combo. Varric, you can use this one, and we will disable his detonator, which is long shot. Precision detonator. So I think precision detonators do extra damage. Eldritch detonators, I think, do extra damage. Maybe they do something else. I'll have to do research on it. Alright. And attributes. Nope, behaviors. So this is the quote-unquote tactics. He follows me. She defends me. Okay. You know what? Rowan, you follow yourself. Ah, look at Varric up there.
One down. Be wary. Another fade rift.
Now we can take these ones out too. Alright, very good. Sandra, head on up.
How many rifts are there? We
Alright, so that one's frozen already. So we're going to use some detonators immediately. Uh-oh. There we go. Another detonator incoming. Boom. Shatter. Nice. Nice.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Lady Cassandra, you managed to close the rift. Well done.
Do not congratulate me, Commander. This is the prisoner's doing.
Is it? I hope they're right about you. We've lost a lot of people getting you here.
You're not the only one hoping that.
We'll see soon enough, won't we? The way to the temple should be clear. Liliana will try to meet you there.
Then we'd best move quickly. Give us time, Commander.
Make her watch over you, for all our sakes.
What the hell? I could have done a little bit better with that. I don't know. Their animations are always a little bit janky. They're passable, but could be better. They look a lot better
Sacred ashes.
in the next game.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Ah, man, all of our health is a little bit low.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'm assuming you have a plan to get me up there.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key.
That response made no sense.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
All right, here we... just kidding. We're gonna leave off on a cliffhanger. If you want to see the fight, you're gonna have to watch the next episode. Speaking of which, I hope you liked this one, and if you did, please like the episode, subscribe to my channel, maybe leave me a comment in the comment section. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Have a good night.